are watching UCU Focus TV. You 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 are watching UCU Focus. Welcome to Media Link News with Zipporah Faith.
A good evening and welcome to the Media Link News with me, Zipporah Faith. We have new leaders in Parliament with the Speaker elected. And today, new ministers have been vetted. All this and more in tonight's bulletin. But first, the headlines. New parliamentary leaders elected. My Degree nominated for Icon Awards.
My Degree.
The life of a UCU female footballer. On Tuesday this week, UCU's Guild parliamentary leadership was elected. The Speaker, Right Honorable Josephine Anyu, said she intends to have student representation in the Senate increased. Marvin Twinawe reports.
On Tuesday this week, Josephine Anyu was declared the Speaker of UCU's 25th Guild Parliament. Anyu, who is also the MP School of Law, beat off competition from three other contestants: Honorable Humphrey Ngia, Honorable Idris Kaweya, and Honorable Itungo, all from the School of Law. Speaking to the media after presiding over the first parliamentary session of the 25th Guild Parliament, the now Right Honorable Josephine Anyu promised to deliver service to the students.
The student community should expect a service delivery. In my manifesto, I was running under an ideology that I dubbed PASS: policy review, accountability, and service delivery.
Anyu also told the media that she plans to have the number of Guild representatives in the Senate increased. Currently, only the Guild president represents students in the Senate.
Now, having been elected to the office of Speaker, when I say policy review, we are all aware that in the Senate, it is only the Guild president who gets to sit there. Now that I hold the position of Speaker, it will be among the key things that we are going to handle to see to it that we have a review on the number of Guild representatives in the Senate.
In the same parliamentary session, Emmanuel Odenu, who is also the MP resident, was elected the Deputy Speaker. He promised to increase students' involvement in Guild activities and also ensure equality in terms of service delivery.
There has always been an information gap with the students. I discovered it in the previous government. There was a very big gap between the students and the student representatives. So one of the measures and one of the ways we'll increase their involvement is by always giving them first-hand information and notifying them on what activities are available what activities can they take part in, and always encouraging them to take part in these activities. As a speaker from the Faculty of Law, I represent a constituency that is the residents. So I'll not always be wanting to front the issues of residents and leave out the issues of health, and leave out the issues affecting non-residents, and leave out the issues affecting maybe ICT. So I think harmonization is very key to see to it that we do not have conflict of interest.
Former Chief Whip in the 21st Guild government, Magdalene Atugabire, was also re-elected in the same position with Kennedy Chitandwe as her deputy.
I like to ensure that there's discipline in a place, that there's order. I like order. I'm a person of order. So I believe that as Chief Whip, I can pass on that same order. Since I have that passion for order, I'll be able to make sure that there's order in the parliament, that we move smoothly as we deliver to the students.
First and foremost, I'm willing to work with my colleague, the Chief Whip, so that we ensure, of course, number one, discipline. So discipline, and also ensuring that these parliamentary sessions are on time, like mapping out the parliamentary sessions, ensuring they're on time, and that we also supervise the members of parliament so that they can attend the different sessions.
Marvin Twinawe reporting for Media Link News.
The MPs spent the better part of yesterday and today vetting nominated candidates to constitute the Guild cabinet. Among the positions vetted are the Vice President, Prime Minister, Clerks of Parliament, as well as ministers. Bill Dunn joins us live to bring us to speed with the current proceedings. Bill, can you please get me?
Right now, I'm here at e-learning, the second studio of UC Focus TV. It has been a very packed week for the government in Uganda Christian University. Of course, we had the swearing-in ceremony of the MPs on Tuesday, and just after the swearing-in ceremony on Tuesday, last week on Tuesday, they had to come up with the members of the MPs had to elect their speaker, people who will be chairing the August House. And this Monday, the MPs had their first sitting and, of course, elected the speaker, the deputy speaker, Chief Whip. If you looked at the story that was there before. And just after that process, the House is supposed to have vetting of the ministers who are going to be leading government, representing government. And we saw the president, according to the constitution, having 7 days. And of course, last week on Tuesday was sworn in, and the 7th day was this Tuesday. And indeed, he kept the deadline. And on Tuesday, he submitted a list to the speaker detailing his cabinet and for vetting. And the vetting process, of course, kicked off immediately. The vetting started off on Thursday, or was yesterday. They started seriously scrutinizing the people that were brought forward by the president. Keynoting in that position, in that aspect, is the vice president. The vice president, who I can confirm right now, being Her Excellency Kamikazi Melissa, who was the campaign manager. Of course, she had to be there because she was steering the campaign of Dumba, and she's the reason as to why Dumba did win the election. Then we have a person that I can also authoritatively say has passed through, that is Aaron, Right Honorable Aaron Titenduka, who is the Prime Minister right now. I can authoritatively say that the lists are not yet out, but according to my deep sources, he has already been confirmed by Parliament. Of course, Parliament looks at the behavior of these people. What they will bring on table, how credible is the person. And according to sources I have, these are people that have actually been very credible. Titenduka has had a very good upbringing. He has had very many leadership positions, and he was coming from the position of the president, but Law Society kicked him off. And the person of the president, that is His Excellency Dumba Timothy, saw to it that Titenduka comes back to government, and they work together to make UCU great again. Hopefully, this government will do some great work for UCU. Right now, before coming to this e-learning building, the vetting process is still going on. And just when I was coming into the room, we had Okirol Daniel, a very controversial law student. He had come for positions before, and he was not able to get the positions. And Okirol Daniel appeared in the vetting list, and he was preparing to go for vetting. And of course, we have Musa Semakula, who's also from the business society, a very controversial man, a very hardworking man, I can say, from the voting society. Of course, people that I can point out right now that have won, we have people like Olara, the ICT minister right now. We're waiting to confirm that, but Olara, I'm very certain, has been vetted through. Olara has been a very close ally to the president. Of course, the president has a provision of 5 members who are not MPs to stand for the position, to ministerial positions. And those 5 have been really catered for very well with people that have worked very closely with him in his journey. And one thing for sure, one thing I can assure the UC community is I have looked closely into this cabinet. I have looked closely into the members of parliament, and I can 100% authoritatively tell you that this government is going to do a lot of good work. Already I got a message from a top running officer that was vetted, telling me how we would want to work together with the media. That is what every journalist would want. Leaders who are top in government are working together with the media, not shying away from the media. And that already shows they're not going to hide anything. They are willing to work with us. I was still keeping our heads on the ground to see what the voting process is going to look like, how the final lists, when they're released, we expect the list to come out today from the Speaker of Parliament. Moving aside from this, we're having a lot happening. We're having the Law Society electoral roadmap. We're going to start having discussions about Law Society electoral roadmap. Still, Social Science and the School of Social Science is also having an election, and they are rolling out, they have rolled out their roadmap, I saw earlier today. And so there is really a lot that is happening. So basically, that is what is happening in the politics of UCU. That is the picture of the politics of UCU. We are dedicated to giving you a 360 view of whatever is happening UCU politics. Yeah, thank you so much. Back to you in studio, Faith Zipporah.
Sorry. Well, our own movie, My Degree, was nominated. This and more after the short break.
You are watching UCU Focus TV.
So you are now aiming to become a lawyer? Professor, you get them right.
Make sure you read umuzanyo kuveko.
Ye tata.
You made him nothing but a knight like this. I'm good for nothing. Just like you.
Margaret, have you no manners? Have you no respect for men? Watch your tongue, young boy. I will discipline you.
Sure. If our family cannot solve it, what do you think like that?
Matiya wakasajja kano kanywedde ssente mmeka?
You are watching UCU Focus TV.
Welcome back from that short break. More to the story, greater beginnings are set for the cast of the movie My Degree. This comes after the movie and a nomination in the Icon Awards. Charlotte Nalole has more to tell us on the story.
The cast and crew of the movie, My Degree, are reaping the results of their hard work. This comes after the movie was nominated in the Icon Awards for Best Student Film category.
Pious. My Degree. Milk of human kindness.
The movie reveals how human character entails the world's treatment towards people. It focuses on the life of Alexa, a university student whose insolent behavior towards the people that she associates with leads to her failure to graduate. Deborah Anita Talemwa, the lead actress, expressed what the nomination means for her.
The nomination for me means I was part of something that managed to get this far, and I am truly grateful for the directors and everybody that worked hard to have this on that platform and to have it available, and also giving us the opportunity to actually participate in it. So this nomination means that we're on the road to success and we are part of something big and something great.
For the cast and crew, this is a step forward for them to get opportunities elsewhere in the growing film industry of Uganda.
Such an honor, feels so great. The time that we spent is finally is beginning to make returns. For me, it's an increase on the CV as an actor, so I think it's a good thing. If any chance comes up, something that I can use to expose myself, to show people what I've done, so I can use it to get my foot running. So I'm open. I can't really say that in the future I'm looking at acting, but if the chance comes, why not?
As an actress, I see myself engaging in more. Yeah, because my degree has opened various doors for me and it has taught me how to be more confident and the basics. And yeah.
Mark is added to students who have actively been participative in class and are virtuous throughout the years. And according to your report, it does not reflect that, gentlewoman.
But I've been active, I've been participating, I've never missed a lecture. Madam, I even lead fellowship. Madam, please.
Charlotte Nalule, reporting for Media Link News.
Thank you so much, Charlotte Nalule. Well, I hope we shall learn so much from the story of my degree. Moving on, a career in sports can be difficult, especially when one has to climb through the ranks as a student. We spoke to Nancha Shadia, the captain of Lady Cardinals, and this is the story she has to tell.
We met with UCU Lady Cardinals captain, Nancha Shadia, who gave us a brief background about herself.
Yeah, surprisingly, I used not to play football in primary. I joined football in secondary. Yeah, and I was given an opportunity at Uganda Matters High School, Rubaga, where I started my career. Then from there, I was spotted by the UCU Lady Cardinals. Straight out of my senior six, I joined UCU Lady Cardinals. That is how short my career is.
Shadia also explained how she has managed to balance her books with campus and being a professional football player.
Yeah, it has been quite hard because I've been missing a number of lectures, coming back from the national team, balancing books. You know, it's not very easy, but consultation and making good friends academically, not in sports. Yeah, I make good friends in academics so they can help, and my extra time I give in for books. Yeah, that's why I can still make it up to now.
Shadia was inspired to play football by her brother, and she hopes to continue improving her footballing career. Andrew Aboga, Made in Nyanzi, Media Link News.
Thank you so much, Andrew Aboga, and I hope we can all learn how to balance books and talent from that short story. Well, that's all we had for you this week, and hope you enjoy the wonderful weekend. It's a month of love. Don't forget to share love to everybody around you, and enjoy your lovely weekend. With me, Zipporah Faith, Media Link News.